And we continue doing inverse trig derivatives with tangent. I think I'm just going to go through the list as I have it. So we're taking the derivative of tangent inverse of x equals y. Once again, tangent of both sides, tangent of y. So we've got x is equal to the tangent of y. All right, if you're just tuning in, we are going to take this derivative and we need to be conscious of both the chain rule and implicit differentiation, as well as, of course, our trig derivatives. We'll definitely need that here. So we take the derivative of x with respect to x is just 1, tangent of y. My last rule was when we're taking derivatives of tangent and secant, we need 2 secants and 1 tangent. I have my tangent, so we need 2 secants. So secant squared y. And then we're going to multiply by the derivative of y, which is dy dx. Okay, so we have 1 equals secant squared of y dy dx, and we want to get rid of that y. So we can use this equation, this property up here, that tangent of y is equal to x. I will pick this angle again and a new color. So this angle y is equal to x. Tangent is the opposite side over the adjacent side. So the opposite side, we want to make x, and the adjacent side will make 1. And now this satisfies the equation that we had before. Tangent of y is equal to x over 1. And we just have to find the hypotenuse. Call h, using the Pythagorean theorem, h squared equals 1 squared plus x squared, or h squared equals 1 plus x squared. And then h is equal to the square root of 1 plus x squared. Okay, so now we know our hypotenuse is the square root of 1 plus x squared. And we'll go back into our solution that we came up with. This is our derivative, and it's just in terms of y. And of course, I've left secant squared on the right side, but actually, it may have made more sense to divide secant squared. That's so we would have this in terms of cosine, but it really doesn't matter. Okay, so we have 1 equals secant squared of y. Secant is the opposite of cosine. So cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse. Secant is hypotenuse over adjacent side. So this would be the square root of 1 plus x squared over 1 squared times dy dx. And we'll leave 1 there. We'll square this. And once again, we're dividing by 1, so we can kind of just get rid of that. So the square root of 1 plus x squared is just 1 plus x squared times dy dx. And to give dy dx by itself, we'll just divide by 1 plus x squared. So 1 over 1 plus x squared is equal to dy dx. So there's our inverse tangent derivative, and we're halfway there.